Welcome back, students. After removing of the third layer, now I am on the fourth layer. And fourth layer, for the exposure of fourth layer, I have removed this head of the abductor hallucis brevis. Okay, I'm say the flexor hallucis brevis. This head, part of this head, I have removed it to expose it, and then from here, similarly, I have removed the flexor digiti minimi. This was the flexor hallucis brevis, and this was the flexor digiti minimi brevis. I have removed this partly, as well as I have removed the transverse head of the adductor hallucis, as well as the oblique head. I have completely removed the oblique head of the adductor hallucis, so that you can see here most of the structure. The plantar ligament is seen. This is the tendon of the peroneus longus going deep. Okay, and then we have in this layer we have to see the two important structure. First, I will show you. This is the deep branch of the lateral plantar nerve, and here you can see that it is dividing into many branches which are going to the deeper muscle. I have removed many of these interossei branches which were going to the interossei, just to remove or to clean that of the interossei. Let me first, I will show you, after showing this nerve and vessels here, I will show you the plantar interossei. Okay, and these are the three plantar interossei which are named from the medial to lateral side. But first I will show you the lateral, lateral most, the third plantar nerve, plantar interossei. See this. This is the muscle which takes origin from the side of the metatarsal and then goes to get attachment to that of the extensor expansion, as well as onto the base of the proximal phalanx of the little toe. So this is the third. Let me show you the second. Okay, I have just to clean it. See this. This is the second plantar interossei here. Okay, and then I will show you the first plantar interossei, which is deeply located here. See, this is the third plantar interossei. So this is the first, second, and third plantar interossei, which takes origin from the metatarsal spaces. They are all three are unipinnate. They take origin from bone, and then they go to insert onto the extensor expansion, as well as onto the medial side of the base of the third, fourth, and the fifth digit. Okay, I think this is the layer which I want to show. In the next dissection which I will come, I will just expose the four dorsal interossei, will remove the plantar interossei if possible, and then will dissect on this surface to show you the tendon of this longus, peroneus longus, as well as I will show you the tendon of the tibialis posterior going to the insertion, and this will complete the dissection of the so thank you very much. Welcome back, students. Now this is the finer structures which are seen in the fourth layer. I will show first you the dorsal interossei. Just to get the clear picture, I have removed the plantar interossei from here. All three were removed. This is the fourth dorsal interossei. It is a bipinnate muscle which takes origin from the adjacent sides of the metatarsal bones. Okay, thus it is bipinnate. The tendon goes and gets attached onto the lateral side of the joint, that is metatarsophalangeal joint, again attachment onto the lateral side of the base of the phalanx proximal, as well as to the extensor expansion. Now this is the second, second, it is the third dorsal interossei. This was the fourth dorsal interossei. This is the third dorsal interossei with a common tendon going for insertion. And remember that I have removed all the plantar interossei. And this is the second dorsal interossei. So the third, the fourth, the third, and the second dorsal interossei, they are going from their lateral side to get insertion onto the base of the phalanx. what I am going to do is to show you the first dorsal interossei, because it was in the depth here. I was not able to dissect. So we have dissected it from the dorsal aspect, the first dorsal interossei, which will go to the medial side of the second toe, right? Then in this layer, this is that tendon of the peroneus longus. This tendon of the peroneus longus will pass through a groove on the lateral aspect of the cuboid bone, and then it will go on to the sole and to say the plantar surface, and will gain attachment onto the base of the first metatarsal as well as the medial cuneiform bone. Okay, so these are the two attachment of the peroneus longus tendon, as it is running from lateral margin of the sole to the medial margin, an important factor for maintaining of the transverse arch of the foot. Second tendon which is here, which is we are supposed to know in this fourth layer, is this in my forceps, is the tendon of the tibialis posterior, and after coming from deep to the flexor retinaculum, this strong muscle is gaining attachment onto the tuberosity of the navicular bone. The rest of the tendon will go and send the slip to almost all the tarsal bones except that of the talus. Okay, we have already seen this tendon, and this tendon is that of the flexor hallucis longus, which I have cut. This was the tendon of the flexor digitorum longus, from which the accessories muscle on which was inserted. So these three tendons, they are coming from the posterior compartment, and they are the content of the fourth layer. Now, okay, after a minute we will show you the first dorsal interossei, which we have dissected from dorsal side. The students, now this is the dorsum of the foot, and here it is the dorsalis pedis artery was there. To expose this, the first dorsal interossei, I have cut the artery, the first metatarsal artery, which is the branch of the dorsalis pedis, and then I have removed the soft tissue from here. You can see that this is the first intertarsal space, intermetatarsal space, and from the adjacent site of the intermetatarsal, you can see the fibers. They are taking origin from the first metatarsal as well as from the second metatarsal. Thus it is a bipinnate muscle, and the common tendon then is going to gain attachment onto the base of the proximal phalanx of that of the second toe, plus to that of the extensor expansor. This completes the dissection of the sole of the foot. Thank you very much for watching this short video.